Welcome back to 100 Girlfriends Anime Review, episode number 6. We are reviewing the 7th episode of the anime, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, which is basically called Chemistry Girl. Out there. Thank you. It's called Say Hello to Chemistry Girl. This one adapts from chapters 10 and 11 of the series. We're introduced in this episode to girlfriend number 5, Mama Nabab. Okay, so their name is Kasuri Yuskin. Yep. Yeah, the episode starts up with Rentaro with his 4 girlfriends running through the hall, and he sees, we see this beautiful babe over in chemistry class. Like, and Rentaro is like, fell instantly in love, takes electricity. It's been established in the first episode. So Rentaro goes to see her, and like, where's the babe? And we see this little girl. Yeah, and we're introduced to like the drug stuff related to her because she apparently loves chemicals so much. She's obsessed with chemistry. So yeah, and of course they have Rentaro drinking like a tea, which is basically laced with a love potion. It's a bit of a funny gag, and then of course basically that it turns out that this girl, her parents you see here, that is not her actual parent. That's a fake form. She can show her true form for about 10 minutes. Yes, she is in fact a third year in the school, and she is 18. Rentaro is, I believe, 16 years old. So after hanging out with him the whole episode, because they instantly are drawn to each other, of course, she confessed her feelings for him, and he did not want to be under the influence of drugs when he said this because it'd be kind of wrong. So he vomits up the love potion. He starts, let's just say, he starts convulsing. The lucky enough she comes up with a potion to cure him by drinking it, via kissing. And then he confesses, that he's in love with her, and of course he does this when she's in her hot form. I'm gonna call this the hot form, which is very luxurious. And she immediately accepts to be a girlfriend. By the way, that whole first half of the episode, that's all from chapter 10. The very next part of the episode, that's all from chapter 11. Now, here's the thing. I believe this is the first episode to adapt where the first half of the episode is roughly just the opening chapter. Because if you're really curious though, kind of in a way the previous episode did already adapt two chapters, but I would simply put the same location over the course of 2 episodes. And 5 was like 2 chapter parts, another one. 4 was 2 chapters and an extra. Yeah, 2 chapters most has been the norm, but this is actually the first time where they have the whole story. Now, here's the thing. Episode 3 established a thing where, let's do 1 chapter. And 2 basically was, mostly just 1 chapter and partially of another chapter. But basically just 1. It's like, okay, so for the first 3 episodes, we're adapting 1 chapter piece, and 4, we're adapting 2 plus extras. Though, the extra from Volume 1, that's actually stopped with episode 5, and we continue this until episode number, 7, of course. Yep. And then, of course, she introduces us to the girlfriends. And then she's, I got, he says the whole thing. We introduces to them. And, hi, I'm Yuzi. And apparently he told her about his other 5 girlfriends. And, of course, Kyrene is the first one. And she gives her a drug that presumably increase her breast size. And she did not want to take it. So, and then of course we actually have Hikari, where she kind of takes that drug presumably to increase her breast size. But no, it causes her to sweat and melt her clothes. So Rentaro, being the polite gentleman he is, just brings out his basically sweat gear and puts her in it. And she's like, "Ooh, I'm smelling my sweat of my lover." Yes, seriously. It's almost like the way they wrote her in this episode. She's very perverted. Wait till we see when we get to girlfriend number 6, because this will shock you to say the least, because he does this thing where he would take other people who were related. Well, we'll get to that. So, and then of course, by the way, this episode he stopped calling her AI, because that was what he was calling her in the previous episode. Here he's calling her, no. Yes. Yeah, he's calling her by her familiar name. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. The brand new girl, she is voiced by Lindsay Shepard. Now, some of you are thinking, have I heard her in any anime? Well, about to find out. Oh, apparently she's 28 years old. Seeing pictures, she's a very lovely woman. Let's see. What series have I watched that, well, she's a voice in? Well, aside from this one. Well, that's not going to go from. I'm looking. Let's see. What's a good one here? This might be it right here. Let's see. Aside from this series, oh, she's also in this series Out of the Wilderness. I haven't watched it yet, but I find it quite interesting to possibly get into. Who knows? So I'm looking. So far, I'm not seeing anything I recognize. So I believe this might be the first anime I've come across with her in it. Yeah. Because I'm looking at, I'm just looking at her IMDb page. Like, aside from this one here, I don't think there's anything else that I've seen her on. Well, she's also been in series like, besides this one, and of course, I'm a Villainous. Let's see. I'm thinking this might be definitely the first anime I come across her in it. I thought I saw the movie. Let's see. I'm looking at her IMDb page, but honestly, I'm not finding anything. So basically, for Lindsay Shepard, I'm calling this the first anime I come across. So she did this pretty good job voicing her. So then, of course, basically, like, right after, oh, by the way, the other one, basically, the whole thing of her, basically with Susanoo, basically gives her the ability, like, oh, this is the Bun Bun one, and grows bunny ears. And of course, they're petting her, and of course, they have these two little things. And it's also for this episode she wears a diaper, because she does not want to go to the bathroom for reasons. I'm like, girl, you're 18 years old and you wear a diaper? What is wrong with you? And of course, Montaro's like, go to the bathroom. And when they come back, because she points out that the blue one was for Montaru and the red was for the girls. And it turns out, though, she didn't tell them that. So the girls drank the blue one, he drank the red one. And it turns out the blue one was for basically to have that one be a way to have him lust over her with smooches. Instead, we start something that's happened. This is the first of overall 2 times this has happened. The kissing zombie panic, where the 4 girls are basically obsessed with kissing Rentaro while they're in zombie form, basically as zombies. Yes, first of 2 times, because this happens one at a time after this. Because this series has an obsession with kissing, and by the way, also I forgot to mention Nanao. Basically, when she gets a drug, she becomes sort of like Medusa from Marvel Comics, with her hair moving, and she uses the hair from her hand, like, oh, I think put the flower face, and she pulls his head in, pull him toward her, be at the head, and proceeds to make out with him. I approve. It's a hot girl. And then of course, like, ooh, is like drinking this much, and of course she of course bold. And the thing is, he's like, oh, I'll love you anyway, but he just loves her hair because it's so soft and it smells so nice. So it's interesting that Kairi did not take any drugs throughout most of the scene, and then she eventually takes a drug that makes her kissing crazy. Yes, seriously. And this is the first episode to enter a gag. Well, a gag that only happened one at a time. But this is the second time this has happened where we lead into something. Because just 2 episodes of episode 5, that led into an episode I was looking forward to watching. And this next one, I'm definitely looking forward to watching this one, especially since basically the manga version is quite interesting. Where it's like, Aligor is saying, Rentaro, I want to kiss you. And I'm like, Rentaro, give them a kiss if they want to kiss. You have 4 beautiful girlfriends. You have 4 beautiful women who want to kiss you. Kiss them. That's why I say that, okay? So yeah, that's a particular view. I'm just going to go ahead and watch Spy X Family, and I'll say probably the rest of here for tomorrow. Okay, next video. Bye.